Hello and welcome to Clearview News Desk. We are reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. I am Gloria Atta. Welcome. The arrest of Omoyele Sowore has once again sparked outrage among human rights advocates and democracy watchers across Nigeria. Sowore, a prominent activist, journalist, and former presidential candidate, has long been a vocal critic of government policies, consistently calling for reforms, transparency, and respect for the rule of law. His detention raises fresh concerns about shrinking civic space, freedom of expression, and the pattern of silencing dissenting voices. Many view the move as an attempt to intimidate opposition and stifle activism, while others warn it could deepen public distrust in state institutions. As calls for his immediate release grow louder, the arrest is quickly becoming a litmus test for Nigeria's commitment to democratic principles and fundamental freedoms.
Who has fought for people like this? Now you have arrested him. You have detained him. You have broken his hand. You can't be comfortable. Then we have to arrest you.
You're welcome, sir. Please come in. Come in. When you go out, help us bring out Omoyele Sowore. This IGP. Please help us understand this IGP. 36 years and counting as an IGP. I mean, this is against our constitution. We are all under the constitution. Go, you don't want to go. Okay, we've left you there, Jejeli. Sowore. This is Omoyele Sowore whose passport was seized. Now you've even seized the person himself. But you know what? You've gone too far this time. Because this time you're going to pick all of us. Free Sowore.
No.
Free Sowore. When do you want to free?
No.
Free Sowore. When?
No.
Free Sowore. No.
In another development, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, has given a vivid prediction of his death. Adeboye has said he will die on a Sunday after church service and after eating pounded yam. The revered cleric stated this while speaking at RCCG's ongoing international convention themed The Overcomers. According to Adeboye, death does not always come through prolonged illness. Adeboye had previously shared this same vision 2 years ago. Delivering a sermon titled Possess Your Possessions, he urged believers to actively claim what rightfully belongs to them through Christ. Today, Clearview News Desk beams its spotlight on Fesus Cayamo, a prominent lawyer and human rights activist who currently serves as Nigeria's Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development.
Fesus Egwarewa Cayamo was born on January 21, 1970 in Ughelli, Delta State, to Pa Matthias Cayamo and Caroline Abeni Cayamo from Ogun State. Raised as the third of 7 children in a middle-class family, Cayamo's early life in Ughelli shaped his resilience and ambition. Cayamo had his primary education at Model Primary School and his secondary education at Government College, Ughelli, where he obtained the West African School Certificate in 1986. He later proceeded to Ambrose Ali University at Ekpoma in Edo State, southern Nigeria, where he received a Bachelor of Law degree in 1992 and was called to the Nigerian bar in December 1993, launching a stellar legal career. Cayamo began his career at the chambers of Gani Fawemi, a renowned human rights lawyer, during the turbulent 1993 June 12 election crisis. His bold advocacy earned him the Best Lawyer Award at Fawemi's firm in 1994. After spending 2 years at Gani Fayemi's chambers, he left to establish Fesus Cayamo Chambers in 1995, which grew into a legal titan with offices in Lagos, Abuja, and Warri. Cayamo took on high-profile cases representing figures like Mujahid Dokubo Asari and Ralph Uwazurike, and was a prosecutor for the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. A fierce human rights advocate, Cayamo challenged General Sani Abacha's regime, founding the Youth Against Misguided Youths movement in 1997. Despite several arrests, he persisted, later suing the government over illegal appointments in 2008 and facilitated a 2009 probe into the House of Representatives fund mismanagement. His activism earned him the 2017 Global Human Rights Award from the U.S. Global Leadership Council and the 2018 Defender of Press Freedom Award from the Nigerian Union of Journalists. Cayamo's journey into politics began in 2018 following his appointment as the Director of Strategic Communications for former President Muhammadu Buhari's re-election campaign. In 2019, he became Minister of State for Niger Delta Affairs and was later redeployed to the Ministry of Labour and Employment. In August 2023, he was appointed Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development by President Bola Tinubu, a role which has let him sit at the forefront of key projects targeted at modernizing Nigeria's aviation infrastructure.
Do not let bureaucracy to kill Enugu Air. Be prompt in your departure, be prompt in your arrival. CEO of Enugu Air, I want to give you a directive. The governor, if you say I should not come out today, if I give this directive, then I should not leave Enugu State. If the governor is 2 minutes late, close the door and take off. If the governor is 2 minutes late, close the door of the aircraft and take off.
In the course of his life and career, Fesus Cayamo has received various awards and recognitions for his contributions to national development. In 2017, Cayamo was named a Senior Advocate of Nigeria and became a Fellow of the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators, United Kingdom. In 2023, he, alongside 338 Nigerians, received national honors from Nigeria's former president, Muhammadu Buhari. Fesus Cayamo's story is one of grit, advocacy, and leadership. From the courtroom to the corridors of power, he continues to blaze the trail with unwavering commitment.
Nigeria's Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Fesus Cayamo, deserves apology from some Nigerians and organizations who have declared that he dared not punish Fuji musician Ayinde Wasiu following a confrontation with ValueJet staff at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport, Abuja. This was the submission of the CEO of Clearview News Desk, Odion Bello, while reacting to the directive given by the minister to the Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, to place Wasiu Ayinde on a no-fly list. Cayamo described the altercation as a temporary loss of sanity and control on both sides, and warned that such an incident could have resulted in fatalities. He therefore instructed that all domestic and international airlines be informed of the directive, warning that anyone who flouts this directive risks withdrawal of their operating licenses. Many people did not believe that this particular passenger could ever be blacklisted because of his personal relationship with Mr. President and even to the minister. According to Bello, they are closely knitted Lagos guys. However, giving further clarification on the incident in Lagos, Director of Public Relations and Consumer Affairs of the NCAA, Michael Achimugu, said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Fesus Cayamo, are respecters of the rule of law who submit themselves to every security check at every airport, everywhere in the world. He wondered who should then be above the law that the president himself obeys. Nigerians have therefore been praising the minister for being firm, fair, and impartial in handling this case. Recollect that observers and political analysts have been commending the minister for being thorough in all his actions, even while reacting to attacks from opposition. They said while many APC bigwigs and media aides disparage opposition figures, Cayamo would always say, "Our attackers are merely putting us on our toes. It is going to make us work harder." Furthermore, the fallout from the airport incident involving Fuji music legend King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal has intensified as the African Democratic Congress lashed out at what it described as a reckless and terroristic act. This is as the ADC demanded that Kwam face the full weight of Nigerian terrorism laws. In an ex post on Thursday, the spokesman for the ADC, Bolaji Abdullahi, praised the swift reaction of the aviation minister, Fesus Cayamo, but raised concerns about political interference and selective justice, asking, "What are the laws against terrorist actions in Nigeria? Will these laws be applied in this case?" This statement refers to the August 5th incident at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, where Kwam allegedly refused to comply with flight safety protocols, attempted to board with a prohibited flask, spilled its content on security officials, and temporarily blocked the aircraft's movement, prompting accusations of endangering passenger safety. While the Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority has already slammed Kwam with a 6-month flight ban, and the aviation minister has ordered that he be placed on a national no-fly list, the ADC believes these actions are not enough. He advised that Nigerians know that Kwam is the official musician of the APC. They will therefore wait to see if this fact alone would influence how this matter is handled. The ADC spokesperson painted a grim picture of the implications for Nigeria's aviation reputation and national image, warning that foreign travelers could lose faith in the system. The statement ended with a rebuke of any attempt to shield the artist based on his status or political alliances. In a dramatic escalation, the United States has doubled its bounty on Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro to a record $50 million, accusing him of leading a massive cocaine trafficking network. U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi called Maduro one of the largest narco-traffickers in the world and a threat to national security, claiming links to Colombia's FARC rebels, Mexico's Sinaloa cartel, and Venezuela's strength the Aragua gang. Washington alleges the network shipped hundreds of tons of cocaine into the U.S. over 2 decades, with the DEA seizing more than 30 tons tied to Maduro and $700 million in assets. Caracas slammed the move as pathetic and political propaganda, rejecting U.S. claims and accusing Washington of meddling. Relations between the two nations remain at a low, with the U.S. refusing to recognize Maduro's recent election victory and maintaining sweeping sanctions. And that's the news. You can follow up on latest events and happenings around you via our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Clearview News Desk, or via our handle on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Clearview Online. Many thanks for joining us. I am Gloria Atta. Have a wonderful weekend.